Hey everyone, welcome to the Tech Kindle Pro. So today in this video, we'll learn how we can use the Bootstrap cards and the existing templates and the classes to create a card-like structure, right? So in the right hand side, you can see we have a card-like structure where at the top we have a profile picture, at the bottom we have a button, and at the middle we have some informations about the profile owner, right? So the basic class we are using to create a cards is or to create a card is the card class, right? Also we have the three parts in a card. One is the header, one is the body, and one is the footer. We are using three different classes for header, for body, and for the footer. So let's see how we can do it practically, right? So here you can see in my HTML page or website, what I've done here, I have taken a basic HTML structure to create a class, right? So you can see here at the end of the website, I have taken three divisions, which I have kept inside another division, right? So let me check how it looks on my website. Let me check at the end of my website. Now it will look like this, right? There is no margin in both the sides. So what I've done here, I have taken three divisions. This is the one, this is the second one, and this is the third division, which I have kept inside another division. Got my point? Now, in the first division, this I have taken for the header, where I have kept the profile picture. In the second one, for the body, and the third one is for the bottom or for the footer. Right? Now, what I will do here, let me check how it looks on my website. You can see here there is no margin, right? There is no margin in both the sides. So to get the uniform margin, we can keep it inside a container, right? In Bootstrap, we are using the class. So let me keep all these divisions inside a div, another division first, so that I can apply the container class to keep all these divisions inside a container. So for container, we can add a class is container, right? Now we can get a uniform margin in both the sides. You can see here, right? Now it looks better. Now inside the division, the second division, we have to add the class edge card to create a card like structure, right? So simply we can use the class edge card. So let me check how it looks. Now if you will, little zoom out, you can see the border here, right? At the right side also, at the left side also. Now the card like structure is also already created. Now let me give a margin here to recognize it better. To take a margin, we are using my, right? To take a margin in y direction. Now we got a margin. I can see it looks like a card like structure, right? Now let me put some additional classes for header, for body, and for footer. For header, I'm using here the class that is card header, and for body, let me add another class card body. Then for footer, we have another class that is class card footer, right? So that it will differentiate each of the parts with some borders. You can see here the header part is different, and the body part is different, and the footer looks different. Now it looks a card like structure. But one thing you can notice here, the whole card takes the whole width of the screen. Now let me change the link to a button by using the btn and the button bootstrap classes. We have already used these things, right? Now the link will look like a button. You can see go somewhere. This is the button at the footer. Now you can see here, one thing you can notice here, the whole card occupies the whole width of the container, right? So how we can keep it at one side or at one column? Now let me check first the responsiveness of this card or the image, right? So how we can do that? Let me click on this, go to more tools, then developer tool, then you can check the responsiveness here, right? Now you can see the image is not responsive here, right? The image is overlying to the right side. So to make the image responsive, we can use another class here in Bootstrap, the class equal to image img fluid, right? Fluid. This is the inbuilt Bootstrap class we have to make the image responsive. Now it is working fine, right? You can see here the image is responsive now, right? Now our target is how we can keep this card to a separate column or in one column. Now it is occupying the whole width, right? So to do that, we have to implement like this. We have to add another class here, column. Then for large screens, we can put it like this so that it will take only the 4 rows or 4 columns, right? Of the grid, because the whole width is divided into 12 grids, right? So it will take only the 4 grids or 4 cells. Now it looks better in one column. Now I want to create 3 cards like this in one row. How we can do that? Let me create 3 cards. Just copy paste. You can directly copy paste the card structure. Right? Now we have created 3 cards, but it shows in one column only. How we can keep it in one row? Do here we have to add another division here inside the container. Okay, so I am adding another division here, and let me put it at the end of the division. I can use another class here to this division class equal to row, so that it will keep, or we can keep all these 3 cards in one row instead of in one column. Now it looks better, right? Okay, so that's all about this bootstrap cards. So here we learned how we can use the bootstrap existing templates or card classes to create a card like structure. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.